Well, Saul Goodman gets a very big clue about what life can be like when you're a friend of the cartel. In the episode Bagman, and that's pretty much what Saul agrees to do for Lalo, who needs that substantial bond money, $7 million worth, says, "Hey, Saul, why don't you go pick it up? No one will suspect you." No. Unfortunately, the delivery boys of the money were made by a snitch for a rival operation, apparently. And you'll recognize the two guys from Breaking Bad as well. Yeah. Anyway, Saul says, "Hey, I'm gonna do it." His better instincts tell him to, "Nah, it's okay. Why don't you get like Nacho or somebody?" But he ends up agreeing to do it. Kim, of course, begs him not to, and he's like, "Come on, it'll be all right." And for a while, hey, it certainly seems that way. He drives out literally in the middle of nowhere, the no man's land of our border area, and the two weirdos, those assassins from Breaking Bad, they show up and they deliver the sacks of cash. And, Saul puts it in the trunk in his crappy little car, and he's off back home. Yeah, everything's fine. He's cruising along, singing a song, and then all hell breaks loose. He's cut off by a bunch of gun-toting, mean-looking dudes. And then, suddenly, when it looks like it's all over, in fact, there's a moment where I suspect Saul Goodman really needed some toilet paper. Right up to that moment, it's all over for Saul, and then suddenly, his guardian angel begins to strike all his enemies low. Yeah, quite the shootout. I mean, it's just bullets all over the place. And gee, I wonder who the guardian angel was. Well, of course, it's Mike. So, Mike was keeping an eye on this situation and looking out for Saul Goodman. And then we see the two bond out in no man's land. They can't go on the road because one of the guys got away, and so they know they're out there looking for them. And so they're going to have to go back home the hard way, out in that horrible sun and everything. And just one bit of shenanigans happens. It's almost like a little movie about two guys out in the desert. But this bonds the two further. And perhaps a bit of mutual respect between the two by the time we see them in Breaking Bad. And boy, oh boy, is Saul in trouble with Kim when he gets home. Meanwhile, Kim, of course, now it's revealed, because he pretty much spills the beans to Mike, that Kim is aware of what Saul is up to. Not totally, she doesn't know all the dirty details, but she knows it's it's all criminal activity. And Mike says, "Well, then she's in." And so I was like, no. Of course, it's not going to work that way. So just like stupid Nacho and his dad, he's in and he can't get out, and his father is they're always going to use him, and that's the problem. You think about yourself and look what happens to those you love, So, Saul's going to find himself in the same position, and maybe we're seeing clues as to what Kim's fate will be, because there's no Kim in Breaking Bad, And where does that go? Do they just break up and she leaves, or is it far worse than that? And Saul just becomes the soulless, cold bastard, cracking jokes all the way, but there's nothing inside, Well, maybe so. I don't know. But good God, what another great episode from this series. I can't recommend it enough. And, God, man, just the whole photography and everything, and how they set up things, and the scenes by which the business, this horrible, filthy business, the opening scenes of... well, there's a bit of a car wash at the opening. Stuff like that. Oh, geez. And once again, showing you how you do a prequel series without messing up what went before. I guess if you went through it with a fine tooth and comb, you're bound to find something where they kind of messed up. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm not really seeing it. And oh my God, I'm enjoying this series. So only 2 left. So boy, where is it going? Well, we've finally fully established Saul Goodman. So maybe the next season will be the last. I don't know. As it's going, I'm amazed at how they're able to make this much out of it. You know, I didn't expect it to go this long, and maintain its level of excellence. There's quite a few shows that should not have kept going, but they did. But this show, man, they just got material. It's just a very, very talented and creative group producing Better Call Saul. So dive in. You've got time now, unfortunately, due to recent events, but I do, again, highly recommend it. Thank you for watching and listening. Say, why not like and subscribe, and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. Most notably, my comic book Night Night over at indieplanet.com. You can also catch my podcast, The Mr Nailsin Show, on radiomisfits.com, and you can also watch my videos on BitChute.